What's going on, guys? This is your boy Sketch here with another video. So today we're going to be talking about the day one of the Eleague Major, and we're going to be making predictions for all the matches that are going to be going on day one. Alright, so the schedule should be up on the screen right now, so you guys can see the matches. For the first match, we have Gambit versus the North. So if you guys don't know, the North is the old English lineup, which is their org. Just let's not talk about it. Y'all probably already know. It was pretty sad. But yeah, it's the Dignitas lineup against Gambit. Now on paper, I can't call them Dignitas. On paper, the North shouldn't lose this at all, unless MSO really messes up the map. And even if they mess up the map though, they would have to still make some major errors. And recently, the North has been pretty good at doing that. Pretty good at not doing that. If they just play their own game and just just take the aim duels against Gambit, just think of the aim players that they'll still get destroyed. Gambit, that is. This should be a pretty easy game for North. Upset, I don't see it coming, so I'm gonna go with the North here. I'm not gonna be talking about maps for that one. I'll talk about the maps where it's gonna be a close game. Okay, game 2 we have Fnatic and G2. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. Fnatic, in my opinion, is like on paper, they're the best Swedish team right now. Because they have had more success than Godsend. And Nip didn't even qualify for a major. It's on paper, they're the best Swedish team. Are they really though? I don't think so. I think Nip is still at the top. But anyway, between Fnatic and G2. I think Fnatic will take this one. One, because they recently destroyed G2 at Las Vegas qualifier. But it was an online match, which is good to point out. It wasn't at LAN. And just recently G2's been on a slump. G2 is not G2. When it comes to maps, G2 will want something like a Dust 2 Cash or Overpass definitely. Train even against Fnatic. Fnatic should definitely ban Nuke. They don't play it that much. G2 is decent on it. I think the randomizer will be Cobble and Cash. Both teams are good on both of those maps, but I think Fnatic is just a stronger team right now, and they should definitely take this one. SK versus Hellraisers, we're not going to talk about that. It's like a 0% upset chance, unless SK really messes something up. And SK can practically play every map in the game, so it really doesn't matter the map. But yeah, I don't think it'll be something over just because SK has such a wide map pool, right? They'll definitely get a good map for them. VP versus Optic. Okay, for me, this is the best game of the day. One, because I'm an NA fan, and this is the only game, aside from the Liquid game, actually, the both NA teams might win. I'd get a win. But even though it's VP, I think Optic can potentially do this. The reason I think that is because VP just lost to Russia at the WSG, and at Eleague they lost to FaZe in the best 3. VP didn't lose to Russia in the best of 3, they lost to that, and it was pretty close. So VP hasn't won anything big since before Eleague, but that's still not that long. And they're still the best team in the world in lots of people's books, including mine. Even with all that, I still believe in Optic. I mean, this is a little bit biased because, I am from North America, and Optic is definitely my favorite team right now. But I think it's possible for an upset here. I think it's a 60-40. So in terms of maps, VP likes Snoop, Cobble, Train, to some extent, Cash, they said in the interview. And Optic shared the map pool actually, aside from maybe Nuke. I don't really know how they are Nuke. Optic will definitely want to Overpass. Overpass has been their definite best map recently. And if you think about Optic, they have crazy discipline and structure on their T sides, dude. For an NA team, it's insane. Like with the aimers they have, you think they would go for like some puggy style, right? To just take the aim duels. No, but they have insane structure. Their nade usage is so great, dude. Every time I watch Optic game, I hear every caster just pointing out how structured the T sides are and how they can change up the pace. And for maps, I think it'll be between. Jeez. Okay, I think it'll be between Cobble and. I believe between Cobble. I feel like the randomizer will pick Cobble anyway. I think between the randomizer it'll be Cobble and Cobble. Just pick one. Just pick one. Both these teams play similar maps. Cobble and Cash. Sure. Cobble and Cash. Why not? I don't see it as two here. Both teams don't really play much. Alright, for game 5, we have Navi versus Mousesports. Now, since when did Mousesports too good at a major? Like, jeez, easy win for Navi. I'm a bit sick, sorry. But yeah, Navi should definitely take this one. We haven't seen anything promising out of Navi after ESO won New York. They made it to top 4, but it was a pretty easy path there at Epic Center. So we really haven't seen anything from Navi ever since ESO New York, which was like over 2 months ago now. So yeah, Mousesports. I still think Navi will take this one. Mousesports are just I don't think Nico can do this alone. Like this is not gonna work out. And Nico even hasn't been at his peak form right now. A few major. What am I trying to say here? A few good results they had were all like Nico blowing off, right? And Nico is not even at his peak form. It's hard to just be that superstar when you got teammates that are not really your level. You know, if Nico was on that team, Mousesports would be like a tier 2, tier 3 team. They kind of already are in a way, but I don't know. Mousesports would be a lot worse than Nico, and when Nico's not playing his best, Mouse really don't have anything up their sleeve. Game 6 is Liquid versus Envious. Now this is gonna be my second favorite game of the day. 1, because another NA team is playing, and 2, because Liquid is such a wild card, dude. You know they got those 5 nutty aimers. Yeah, no, maybe not all 5, but you know they have those 5 really good stars, NA stars that were really good last major. And then ever after the major, they just cooled off. They just seem to always do well at the majors. So I'm like expecting a lot out of them. They're such a wild card too. I don't know what map they play. I don't know anything. Like they could just truly be the best team in the world, or they could just be terrible. Like we'd have no idea, dude, until the match we have to us. Now for Envy, I think like the whole team is on a slump, aside from Kenny S, who's getting back into it, and Apex when he has those big games. Kenny S is not back to the point where he can single-handedly carry NVS. Like he's not at the world plus point yet, but he's getting it back up there. He's definitely a top 10 operator in the world right now. Top 5 operator in the world right now for sure. Honestly, dude, I think Liquid definitely has something they've practiced for a few months, but we've not seen them at all at any glance. They probably did scrims and stuff. Zeus as their coach. And they're probably gonna have some good T sides, because Zeus has been known to be that be that good coach / game leader. He's not gonna be the game leader with the professionals, but still, it's the stretch, right? The 5 players on Liquid are all NA stars, and well, aside from Pimp is really NA, but he's still a good player. I think he's a stable player if he does his job. This should be fun. And if in the recent matches in ESO New York and stuff, Pimp was actually doing pretty well. It was Elysian Pimp, and I tried his big movements and whatnot. But one guy to keep an eye on is definitely Elysian. I think he's the best player on this team, and he should be the one that will have to have a big game for them to win this. And for Envy, I think it's Apex too. If Apex comes up, like there's no way that Envy would lose if Apex shows up. But on the other hand, more likely than not, if Apex doesn't show up, then it's gonna be like literally just Kenny trying to carry the team, and that's not gonna work out. The game might the game shouldn't even be close if it's just Kenny, unless like someone else like Sixer or MBK plays well. Like I think Liquid will take this one. Astralis versus Godsend, dude. Okay, this is gonna be a good one because both of these teams have 5 players that are really well known. The 10 players on the server have been playing this game for a long time, dude. They've been known for a long time. Australis, dude, like they always get to the semi. I know they didn't get to the semi last time. It's a long one. But Australis don't always get to the semi and choke there. But yeah, this one, Watson seems to do pretty poorly against lower level European competition. But they seem to be always completely different on big bad games. Now you can expect that because if you look at the players on this team, dude, 5 really great players, really well-known players, aside from maybe Blackrock. I don't really know much about Blackrock. If you ask me, like the obvious favorite here is Australis. They won ECS, they reached the final of the league, like beating SK. So obvious favorite is definitely Australis here. Now what's gonna be really cool to see is one, there's really good aimers on both of these sides. The aim duels are gonna be insane, dude. This is the best matchup. This is the best, I guess, most exciting match of the day, unless you're like diehard NA fan like me. The aim battles are gonna be insane. What's gonna be even more fun to watch is the strats battle between Glaive and Pronax. Like they both know how each other calls, and this should be really interesting. I can't wait to watch the T sides of both of these teams. Like it's gonna be just crazy. Players to watch for Australis, I think pretty obvious. It'll be Device and KRB. Like those two have done really well, and Zipix is actually no, Device and Zipix. Zipix has recently been really good. Like it's been putting up numbers. Zipix has been nutty recently. Players to watch for Godsend would definitely be JW or Snyder. JW, we've seen some sparkles of him with the op, and just getting back to that aggressive style, just doing whatever he wants and actually making it work. And it's been pretty nice to watch him. And yeah, I think Australis will definitely win this unless something goes wrong with them. There's definitely a chance for Godsend. This I'm gonna say this is 55 and 45. 55 and 45. 55 going Australis. It's gonna be a really close game, dude. FaZe should definitely win the last game against Flipside. Flipside shouldn't be able to get an upset here. FaZe has been looking really solid with Kerrigan. They have a lot more structure in their play, they're more disciplined, and their T sides are just, I wouldn't say amazing, but like their T sides are pretty good now. Like they're not doing some crazy strats, but like Kerrigan's, I don't know why Kerrigan didn't work out with Australis, but Kerrigan's really good at game leader, and it's been working out with FaZe. Like it's obvious that he has a big impact outside of the game in terms of strats and whatnot. And him himself have been doing pretty good individually, which is Kerrigan not known to do. Flip side, I don't think they'll get an upset here. One thing to notice though, if it's Train and World has a good game, it could be close. If it's Train and World has a good game. Markolo days are good to or tackle on Markolo. Yeah, if like possible if World goes crazy. But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for this video. It was a bit longer than I expected. I expected this to be done in like 7 minutes. We're at 15 now. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, which you probably are because I just started yesterday, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I was live streaming for a few hours yesterday on YouTube. I probably will be live streaming today. So if you subscribe, then you'll definitely get notified when I go live. And follow my Twitter below, follow my Twitch. Yeah, goodbye.